Good morning. Here's my second review. This morning I'm going to be showing you XCom Enemy Within. Just so you know, I am filming it on a iPhone 6s Plus. It's just loading. Actually loads very quick on this. I did used to have the original, then they updated it with this additional content. And it appears the original was actually pulled from the store, but they are essentially the same game. This has just got the extra features. I won't bore you with the intro video at the beginning, but it is still loading. I'll probably finish in a second. You can just see by that little icon on the bottom left. There we go. So we'll skip that. As you can see, I've been playing it for some time. So what we'll do is we'll resume the game because you can watch videos all day long of how it starts, etc. But you want to see what it's like when you get further in. But just on this main menu, you've obviously got the features of starting a single player game, resuming a previous game, or there's obviously the multiplayer side of it. We'll have a look at the multiplayer later, although there's not going to be much to show you as it's actually synchronous gameplay. But I will show you that later. So we'll go into resume game. It's just loading now. I've actually played this on the PlayStation 3 and I've also played it on the PC. And I've got to say that I actually by far prefer it on this, just plainly based on the fact that it suits a touchscreen better than it suits a game controller or a mouse. Whether this game's compatible with the MFI controller or not, I don't know, but I actually don't see the point. I mean, you can literally pinch to zoom out, and zoom back in again. And then as you can see, there's the camera icon here. Look, and you can rotate. Really easy, and you can also use it for the zooming in, going higher and lower in terms of if you need to go on buildings or anything like that. Okay, so I'll just show you. Have a little look around. There's an alien here. Don't know if that's maybe above or below. I can't see it, but as you can see, there's the two alien icons here, which is obviously showing the aliens that are in the area that I can actually aim and shoot for. If you don't know anything about XCOM, basically it's a turn-based game where you take it in turns. You have different missions. It might be that you need to collect something, or you need to protect somebody, or you need to kill people, or you need to save people. But ultimately, you have to kill the aliens. We'll go to the base building in a moment because that is a big part of the game. We'll just try and eliminate these. What's happening now? It's going in slow motion. Basically, this sex pod is set itself to Overwatch mode, which basically means that if I move, it'll take a shot. You can do Overwatch by tapping the eye icon, Overwatch, and it'll mean that the go for that character's over. However, if that one of these aliens move in front of my field of vision, then obviously I'll take a shot at them. But we need to get rid of it because these are quite powerful, these ones, and hopefully destroy it if we hit it on target, which it hasn't. So I'm going to have to finish off the job with this character. That's the other good thing about this game. All the characters are completely customizable, and unlike any other game where your character dies, you revive them, etc. On this one, once your character dies, that character is dead. There's no way to revive them. You've got to start again with somebody else. Recruit new soldiers and then give them a new name or personality. You can leave them as they are, but it just adds to the fun if you can use people that you work with or your mates or things like that. Really, just adds a little bit more depth to your gameplay. This one I can't really do much with, just plainly based on the fact that there's no ammo left in the gun. So reloading does take a turn. I've got this character here, which is going to aim for, I believe that's a zombie. There is a particular alien that attacks the innocent civilians and then turns them into zombies, which can be quite difficult. They do have a lot of health points. Here we go. They're all repairing 2 health because I've done a bit of research with them, and it's just an additional thing that I've added on. Okay, there's not a lot I can do with this character, to be honest, so we'll reload that. Hopefully, this is the last alien. Here we go. 71% chance of hitting the target. We got it. It's got 1 health point left. So hopefully get into a more favourable position. Hopefully we'll be able to finish them off. It's only 64%, but we got him anyway. And that's the mission complete. Just gives you a quick overview of one of the missions, but we'll look at it more in depth now. So let's continue. We're returning back to the base. You'll get used to this screen, obviously, if you play the game. Skip this. You can skip a lot of these videos. As you can see, this is just an overview of how my soldiers did. You can see the amount of kills that I've done and the amount of time I've been playing this game. After you've had them for a little while, they get these nicknames like you've got Dave Angel Taylor, Donna Cobra Foxley, or Gemma Gadget Taylor, and they'll gain the nicknames when they get more experience. They'll just start with the first and last name, and then as they gain experience, they'll gain those nicknames. These are the things that I've collected. They're quite important for expanding your base, and importantly, the panic's decreased over Africa. Right, so this is your main base screen. You can zoom out a bit. So there you go. There's my full base. It's virtually full now, to be honest. You can go around. I tend to use the room access key button in order to get to wherever I need to be. So you tend to find yourself using the 3 main ones that you use is research, engineering, and situation room. Use a situation room for obviously going into your battles and things. Research and engineering, pretty obvious. You use your research for researching things, and then your engineering for building whatever you're using. Barracks obviously for recruiting more soldiers, and then the hangars just for your planes and whatnot for taking down UFOs and whatnot. So quickly look at research. I don't think I've got any research available to do anymore because I think I've just literally done everything. One thing that's been added with this newer version of XCom is you can actually have a gene lab, so I can turn them into sort of half alien, half people, and then they get additional attributes in order to kill the alien threat, if you like. Engineering, so I can build and buy items. So there's all these different bits and bobs that I can do. Some that I've built, some that I haven't. To be honest, I have actually made my characters to the best of the ability. I think that they're really good, and whether I can increase them a bit more as I progress a bit further into the game, I don't know. So we'll go straight for mission control now that we've had a quick look around the base. In fact, I'll quickly show you the barracks. You can sort of put them through training school. As you can see, I've done all that. Visit the memorial of the people that have died. These are just characters that are already in it. But, you know, they've all passed, well, 3 of them passed away. And then hire soldiers, and then there's medals that I can give. Right, so we'll go for mission control. And this is where you'll spend the majority of your game, is scanning for activity on here. As you can see down the right hand side, there's going to be a request from South America even. South America made in 4 days. But as soon as you tap the scan for activity, you'll see it speed up quite fast. I'll get a council report, which we'll talk about that when it comes through. Here we go. So every month you get a council report, and then it brings you to this screen, and basically it shows you all the different countries around the world. And your aim is, as you can see, that there's the little green blocks, and they're all on 1 out of 5. Well, if panic increases in any of those countries, that'll then increase to up to 5. At which point, if it passes there, they'll do as Canada, Mexico, and Egypt have done in Nigeria and Russia, and withdraw. When they withdraw, you get less money as a monthly reward, which is really important. You need the money in order to do more research and things like that. So it's important to keep all the countries happy. One of the ways you can do that is by releasing satellites into the sky and things like that in order to keep them happy. They'll feel safe, etc. So that's that. Just carrying on then. So we'll scan for activity again. It shows that my psionic lab is now complete. So we'll carry on. My Gollup chamber is about to complete. There you go. So there's more additional things I can do in terms of that. We'll come out of it because I'm conscious of time now. I'll just quickly show you the multiplayer mode. Not that there's going to be a great deal I can do with it, because as I say, it's turn based, so I have to wait for them. So we'll create a game. Play now. This is already created, so just click on play. It may be that they get their go first, it may be that I get my go first, but we'll have a look. So it's actually me that's going first, so I don't like my camera from that angle. I'll turn it round that way. I don't know why, but I just prefer it playing it from this point of view. So I'll move my characters into the right places. It's the only time you actually get to play as aliens and things as well, so it just brings a little bit more depth to the game. And it shows you it from a different perspective. You get to use the alien characters as they're meant to be used, I guess. One of my human characters. As you see, she's just vanished, so she can't be seen by anybody. And then just one of the standard sectoids. They're quite good for, if you ain't got much in terms of points left, etc. So that's my gal. As it happens to be, the opponent has got to take their go now, so there's not much more I can do with that. I can wait in game, which is great if you know that the person on the other side is going to be playing straight away. But obviously, I've got to wait now until they've had their go, so I can either refresh it and see how I go or not. So that is a quick look at XCom. Unfortunately, I've only got 15 minutes to get as much info in as I can, so it is quite difficult. I think it retails at about £7.99 now. When I bought it, it was £14.99, but worth every penny. If you've played the console games or the PC version, it's exactly the same game, but it's obviously been dumbed down a little bit for the iOS device. But the entire game's there. Graphically, it's maybe not as impressive as the console counterpart, but it's still a really solid game. And the gameplay on it it's just solid. There's no other way to describe it. Music and sound wise, it's perfect. That it's got the music where it's suitable. It's got voiceovers, etc. Which it just makes it feel like a premium console game on your phone. If you've got an iPad, it's brilliant on there. Just having it on a bigger screen, you can see a little bit more. You can play it easy enough on the smaller devices. I played the original on an iPhone 5, which obviously has a very small screen in comparison to what I've got now. But in my opinion, well worth the money. You'll start from the beginning and obviously work your way up. You'll probably find the same as me, that you'll play it, you'll lose the game, you'll have to start again because it can be a bit cutthroat like that. Your characters all die, you run out of money, or the countries withdraw themselves, so you just have to start again and see how you do the next time. As I say, this is probably my 10th go, and I've got this far, but give it a look. It's well worth a quick look, and have fun with it. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Leave your comments below.